Hello everybody and welcome back to World of Warships Legends. My name is Spartan Elite 43 and tonight we are back in the Bismarck B. But before we get into it, you guys know the deal. We are on the path to 50,000 subscribers by the end of the year. And in fact, if we keep up the current trajectory, we will do this by October. That's crazy. Y'all are killing it. But I need you to keep killing it. I need y'all's help. I need you guys to share it with everybody you know and say, hey, this guy is awesome. He's fun to watch. You should come over and check him out. Help him out. Help us get to that goal. And now, back to the Bismarck. This is the most fun I've ever had in a Bismarck, bar none. Just rip it all apart. I don't care how many good games I've had in Bismarck. This is it. This is the one. This is the peak, the pinnacle of me in a Bismarck. It will never be better than this, probably, most likely. Maybe, hopefully not, but hopefully. You know, you guys don't see me play the Bismarck a lot. In fact, I take good pride in just trolling you guys every chance I get about how bad the Bismarck is. Why? Because it gets views, and you guys get upset, which makes the YouTube algorithm go, oh my god, this is getting a lot of traction. Here's some more people. So, yeah. So we're back in the Bismarck. What do I say about the Bismarck? Well, I say the Bismarck is not particularly good. And a lot of people argue with me. This match might substantiate some of those arguments. Remember, I do not play a dispersion build Bismarck. I run Hyde, I run Haruna and Hipper as my secondary inspirations. I run a full secondary build. These secondaries can reach out to 12.1 kilometers with this build. Alright, so keep that in mind. All of the secondary inspirations. But boy, is this going to be a fun match. So, look at what my team is doing. First of all, pay attention to minimap. Alright? Also, pay attention to where I'm at on the map. I'm in a pretty safe spot. I'm going to be able to potentially shoot this Monarch from behind cover, which is going to keep me from getting spotted, and of course he goes dark. Do we have any spotting? No. We have a destroyer going into the middle of the B-cap, and we have a destroyer that's beached behind us because reasons, and we have battleships that are just kind of sitting there at the back of the map beaching themselves, and a battleship that's turning and running away, and a cruiser that's going out to estuary. I don't know what's going on. What I do know is everybody has run away from the other side of the map, except one cruiser. So, with all of that in mind, and the fact that there's a destroyer right here in the Charlie cap, how do I know this? Because the cap is being capped right now. Oh, maybe it's just an Edinburgh Spartan. Look, there's an Edinburgh in the cap. Clearly, it could be the Edinburgh. Let me know how that works out here in a second when I go, bing, spot it. Wait for it. There it is. Hey, it's a Lo Yang. That's not ideal, but actually it kind of is. We're going to go ahead and smack him in the mouth for showing himself, and we do get a couple of hits. Remember, not an accuracy build. But at the ranges that we're going to be engaging most of the ships in this match, we don't need an accuracy build. This is the perfect map. One of the few maps that are literally like hand designed for German brawler battleships. Like, this is beautiful map. Love this map for these kinds of ships. So much fun, with the exception of the GK, because the GK is just a gigantic behemoth that's very difficult to maneuver in these tight situations. But the rest of the German battleships on maps like this, it is muy caliente. I know that's not German, but still, you get it. It's very good, is what I'm saying. But we take a shot at the bow of the Siegfried, and Bismarck says, yeah, secondary build, did you forget? And I'm like, no, I didn't forget. So we go ahead, we just trigger our sonar, because expecting torpedoes from behind and potentially in front of us with the Siegfried. We will also want to help cover our teammate. There's a destroyer here. But we're going to aim deck line and go for these deck area of the ship, because I can't remember if the Siegfried gets a icebreaker bow or not. So we aim high. Now the Siegfried, I've said it many a time, Siegfried's actually one of the better German battleships. The battlecruiser line, I mean, the Siegfried was the original German battlecruiser, okay? Like, it's disgustingly good. But fortunately, we've punished this man for being too close. The secondaries have done their thing. Our primaries have done their thing. And unfortunately, we are going to be feeding kills to everybody except us. But don't worry, it is an exciting match. We've already got 51,000 damage. We've got 127 secondary hits already, and we ain't done yet. We've been landing secondaries on the Tirpitz, the Loyang, the Siegfried. Like, we've just been everybody. Like, we are literally handing out secondary hits like Oprah over here. Literally. It's crazy. I'm telling you, when I say this is the perfect game in the Bismarck, I mean it. This was literally perfect. You can't ask for a better game. Edinburgh comes out, completely forgets about us. He's broadside on. I am salivating. And look at that dispersion. Remember, not a dispersion build. Double Citadel leaves him alive because, of course, we do. Y'all know the saying. Go ahead. I'll wait. In true Spartan fashion, we gotta leave him with just enough to get away. That's just how it is. But fortunately, our teammates are there to help clean up our mess. But Lo Yang's about to come out, so we're going to go ahead and try to aim over the top of the island, get a couple little chippy chip shots on him. Watch ahead of me. I was thinking about going around the back. I know there was at least one battleship there, but there was somebody in the A cap, right? Both of the enemy destroyers are spotted over at the Charlie cap, so there was a second battleship here in this cap. So watch where the secondaries are coming from. You see all the secondary fire? Key number one that somebody's coming out of the Charlie cap, or the Alpha cap. You can see I look to my right, I say, hey, Wichita, I'm going to need your support. Because at this point, I don't know who it is, but then that's when the Ruprecht gets spotted, and I'm like, oh dear God. If this guy knows what he's doing, this is going to be a bad time. But look at that accuracy! Remember, not a secondary build. But again, we're 5 kilometers away. Even the Bismarck struggles to miss at this range. Case in point, 20,000 damage salvo. We're up to 100,000. Now, pay attention to what I'm doing here. Look at the minimap. We've got a battleship off our bow. I have no idea what it is yet. I haven't had a chance to look. I am solely focused on the Ruprecht. Now, the Ruprecht, I believe, has a 27mm bow with an icebreaker, which means we don't overmatch him. So we're going to go ahead and shoot at superstructure and guns and try to trigger damage cons. Remember, Ruprecht and all of the German battlecruisers get limited number of damage controls. So, if we can break some stuff and potentially cause some fires, our secondaries are going to get some fires as well. Now, I am beaching here on purpose. I need to keep myself away from the battleship that's in front of me and keep myself in a position to attack this Ruprecht. The Ruprecht does overmatch our buddy in the Wichita that we have come over here to save. Wichita, despite it looking like the Wichita is just running away, he is actually going to help us quite a bit in this fight. Now you can see, aiming once again for guns and superstructure, because I don't believe that I overmatch him. Secondary setting the fires, and he's pulling up and he's going broadside. Why is he reversing and turning broadside, folks? Doesn't take a rocket scientist to figure out that the man just launched torpedoes. And we had our sonar running. Why? Because we're fighting a freaking battleship that has torpedoes, right? So we're not an idiot. You got to pay attention. Take the keys, and the game really isn't that difficult. It really isn't. This is why I get so upset with people sometimes. It's like, you can read these people like a book. It's not the most difficult. We're fighting in a Bismarck, right? Not my best ship. Against a tier 8 battlecruiser that is god tier. But the captain that is in that tier 8 battleship, not the greatest. And so, as he turns full broadside in front of us, because now he's out of options, he doesn't know what to do, he launched his torpedoes, and we Citadel him. Oh, he's got another set of torpedoes. It's almost like he gets 2 quad launchers per side. Who could have seen that coming? And we use the terrain, we're able to keep ourselves separate. Now, I've triggered this guy's damage con multiple times, so I mark him for the Wichita to fire at, and the Wichita says, I got you. Oh my God! Team-to-team communication. It happens even without the mic. Like, oh my Lanta, you can't ask for a better teammate. Not only did this guy stay on his side, not only is he trying to do the best that he can on his side, but he's actually paying attention and participating and being a teammate. Holy crap. And down goes the Ruprecht. What is this? I've died and gone to heaven. Not only am I in a match, the very first game of the night, by the way, like, I was like, I need to get a video. What should I jump in? I haven't done a video in the Bismarck for a while. Very first game was this one. Like, I literally couldn't have planned this any better. This has died and gone to heaven. I'm at 147,000 damage. There is an enemy Tirpitz here. Now, I know that going up against a Tirpitz at close quarters, probably not the best play because he gets torpedoes. But at this point, I couldn't care less. Wichita behind me can easily bully a Tirpitz. The Tirpitz doesn't overmatch him, and if I can do some serious damage here to the Tirpitz, there's a good chance that that Wichita is able to burn him down very easily. So, I'm feeling pretty good. First shot out, we aim high because he's angled pretty well. We want to hit superstructure and potentially guns. Secondaries are doing what they do best. And now we are going to close the angle. We don't want to stay over-angled. We don't want to give him those easy penetrations. And lo and behold, torpedo battleship do what torpedo battleship do. Gotta use torpedoes. So wait for it. Now remember, I've talked about this many, many times. When battleships, especially German battleships, give this angle, you can citadel him. And here, I try to get the rear guns to do the same, and I accidentally screwed that up. I almost got him. Like, we got him with the front guns, couldn't quite pull it off with the rear before he torped us. I knew I was gonna die here. That wasn't the play. But look at what we did. We got him to beach. He's broadside onto our buddy in the Wichita. We took all of his health. He's burning to death. This is GG. Good night. And that was one of the most fun games that I've ever had in the Bismarck. So, we're going to go ahead and speed up the rest of this before we talk. Actually, I'm not. I'm going to let you guys suffer your way through the rest of this match, and we'll just talk. Now, you're going to see me jump into game chat, which is rare. I almost never jump into game chat. The only reason I jump into game chat anymore is for this particular reason. I jump in, you can see he's even talking. Like, I never have game chat on. But I had to jump in and give this man props. I was like, dude, thank you so much. Like, this was a great game. The very first words out of my mouth was, thank you so much for making this my game for tomorrow, my video. This will be a video for tomorrow. Like, this was a fantastic match. And to see a teammate, against all odds, stay on his side and provide support, and then I recognize that we need some help, and cut across to help him, and he stays there and actually helps win his side, is mind-blowingly amazing. And the fact that this is random battles, there's no division. I'm not a division. I've never met this guy before, or at least not to my knowledge. So, like, it's just one of those situations where I wish, for the love of God, I want, more than anybody else in this world, I want this game's, player base to start to play together. And I don't mean running and clumping together like they do currently. I mean actually working together, holding your side, communicating properly and not just spamming chat, communicating and working together and pulling stuff. This was amazing. This is such a fun match. This is the games that keep me coming back to this. Am I wrong? Let me know down in the comments if this is the games that I live for. All right? I live for these games. I love these games. It just brings back all of the fun of this game in one match. And that's why I keep playing. All of the frustration that you get in some of the streams that you guys see, all of the frustration that I get when I'm trying to record a very specific video usually, it all melts away in one battle that's just the best. It's so good. And it's like an addiction. It just keeps you coming back for more. You can't help it. And notice our Wichita. Is he going after the single destroyer over there that's over there in front of the entire team? No. He's going for the win. He's like, screw that. I'm not chasing the destroyer down. We're just going to go over here. We're going to capture the base. We get all three of the caps. We guarantee the win. It is that simple. So I love this guy. I really do. Caster, appreciate you, my dude. I already said it, but appreciate you. But this is the stuff that I dream of. Like, I love this. This is what makes me have so much fun in this game. It's not that I have a ridiculously fun, ridiculously high damage game, because it really isn't. 179,000 is a great game, don't get me wrong, especially in a Bismarck. But it was just how the match unfolded and how I was able to go and provide support to the weak side of the team and not be left in the dust. He actually stayed there and supported me back. Like, I just wish it happened more often, folks. I really do. Like, these are the games that keep me here, and I hope you can hear it in my voice during these narrations. Like, it's so much fun, man. Like, it was just too good. So, thank you guys so much. I hope you guys have enjoyed this as much as I had. This is pretty much over. Like, this destroyer's not going to be found. This game's going to be over in 30 seconds. Well done to the team. Like, we had some moments there at the beginning where everybody was kind of being a doof, and I was like, oh god, this is going to be bad. But we did our best. We put ourselves in good positions to create crossfires for the team, and I mean, with the Edinburgh, you saw it, the Tirpitz, you saw it, like the Ruprecht coming around, like we did everything we could to put ourselves in good positions to ensure success. And we were also aggressive at the same time. You can do both, folks. You don't have to just go crazy and get yourself killed immediately. Play smart and work together. 179,000 damage, top of the leaderboard. Wichita, old dirty caster right there, coming in third with 2,200 base XP as well. So, appreciate you. But if you guys enjoyed this, let me know. And if you like what I'm doing, punch the like button, leave a comment below, subscribe to the channel if you haven't already, and as always, I will see you in the next video.